I want to talk a little bit about go-to-market. And you launched the product focused tightly on Salesforce-oriented companies that needed, I guess, startups themselves that needed, or early stage companies that needed CPQ. So how did you find that? Like, how did you land upon that focus? And how did that help you find product market fit quickly?
That was part of what Tina's audacious plan. I mean, if you think about it, the operating system of scale tech, not necessarily of startups, but of scale tech, is has historically been Salesforce CPQ into Zora, or sometimes one of the flavors of NetSuite related billing. Right? There are some other versions of that, but that's where most of it is, right? And so we basically realized that we go after that market because even though that is a narrower part of the entire market, that's obviously a much bigger recurring revenue market outside of that. That piece is where the money is. As John Dillinger, the gangster, said, I rob banks because that's where the money is, right? If they kept the money somewhere else, I'd rob those places. So we went after it because we paradoxically thought that it was actually the softest place. But within that market, we then very, very tightly focused on the AI companies and their needs because we understood that what was going to cause that market to shift was the future, not the past. If nothing was changing, people would probably go, I don't want to change my CPQ. I don't want to change my billing system. But because of what's about to happen, is happening right now, they don't really have a choice. They have to change it in some way. And so being the company that's furthest down with the most experience about what the future is going to run like is an incredible power.
So is that, I mean, it's almost like a crossing the chasm kind of thing, right? So you're going where the early adopters want to go. And you're
Yeah,
gonna you're gonna
exactly.
follow as adoption of different, or the newer consumption based or token pricing becomes more widespread. You'll already be pretty well versed in how to bring that into these companies.
Yeah, and of course, there's other companies who execute the same strategy that we are closely aligned with, particularly Metronome. I would say a very large footprint of our customers run both new and Metronome. Metronome is awesome at turning data into billable events. And there's a place where we overlap where the contracting needs to inform the billing system, and Scott Woody and his partner James over there and the whole team, remarkable people. So we're not the only people who have been focusing on this problem. We just, again, focusing on the future seems like a pretty good strategy. I think it's a go to market today. Pick an existing market where the people are not moving very quickly and focus on what the future of that market looks like and build for that. And don't worry about supporting the people who are not going with the future. They will eventually come to you.